I've been running through the fields,
Uh-huh.
and oh my god, I'm gonna lay down, otherwise I'll pass out. But they don't understand that as sleep because they were not conscious beings. Self-reflection of I'm tired and I should sleep to fix that tiredness. That is what I was saying. Someone will agree with me. Angry roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Angry roads.
One.
Oh,
It would strip the
I forgot to put the
brake
audio down on this. Well, there you go. Sometimes I make a mistake.
I mean...
I make a lot of mistakes.
Well, welcome back to
back.
Angry Roads. We are pretty rural in...
This is not. This is on the way to work. Isn't
Oh.
it? No, this is not. This is on the way to Wollongong.
Right, okay. I was about to say, like, this isn't on the way to work.
No, it is on the way to work.
Are you sure? This is the 80 road?
That 80 zone, yeah.
Right, okay.
I work pretty far.
I mean, once you step out of Sydney...
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Is that still counted as Sydney?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just Parramatta's not Sydney anymore.
Yeah, valid.
They seceded from us.
They deserve it. It's a pretty good place.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. They don't have to be part of us if they don't want. Maybe this isn't that 80 road.
No, it just said 80 on the ground.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, episode 10.
Yes, we have...
We did it. Reddit.
We have quite a topic lined up for today. So let me just preface this by saying that Dave has this assumption or belief that humanity goes from nothing to 100.
That is not my belief or my assumption.
Dave's belief is
No.
that the question was, how did the first bridge happen and who took that risk?
I mean, okay, hold on.
You're going to preface my preface?
I'm going to preface your preface.
Okay.
I just want to say that even though my wife is saying this is what it is, that is not what I believe.
Explain
Continue.
how tell them
Yeah.
how you explained the first person that slept.
I mean, it's very difficult without the imagery of it, but I was saying she's simplifying this topic way too much. What I said was that one of the first humans that had, self-reflection,
Uh-huh.
the first one who decided he was going to sleep, instead of just falling asleep as a natural, as an end result of being tired. The first one who was like, I'm sleepy, therefore I should go to sleep, rather than, I've been running through the fields, and oh my god, I'm gonna lay down, otherwise I'll pass out. But they don't understand that as sleep because they were not conscious beings. Self-reflection of I'm tired and I should sleep to fix that tiredness. That is what I was saying. Someone will agree with me. Someone, somewhere.
Unfortunately, that person will be crazy. But
No.
I am saying, so let's bring it back to the bridges.
Sure.
Now that everyone understands...
Let me ask
how
the
Dave
question
works.
as I thought of it. Okay. My thought was that at some point, somebody built a bridge as we know them today.
Like out of stone?
Whatever it is, a bridge, the first proper bridge. There always going to be a first one. Even if 30 people made them at the same time, one of them was completed first. And that first bridge, somebody took a mother-loving risk and walked across it. They were like, ooh, this may not work, but let's try it anyway. Now, I understand the evolution of bridges changes, but there was still a first bridge, which is something that leads from one side to the other, right, over water. There was a first bridge. Who built that? How did it happen? Who decided, I know what this is going to... I'm going to balance these rocks up against each other and stand on them. That's my question.
I think it was the Romans.
Okay.
I think it was Caesar.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm pulling that information from. I honest to God think it might have been like that TV show Rome. I don't know if you ever watched it. It's highly graphic and highly sexual.
Okay. I don't think I watched it.
You really don't need to.
No, I don't need.
But that's who I think did it.
Yeah.
And I think that they would have been like, well, we need to get from here to here. Let's just build a really long ladder, and then he just told people to cross it.
Yeah, but somebody...
They just got better and better at their ladders. Made them arch for some reason.
I get the feeling it was probably like... Look, this is going to show my lack of knowledge in these areas.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what years were the Romans?
Oh.
Let's just Google that really quickly, because I think... Hold on.
Why don't you just Google when the first bridge was made?
No! What year was
Live Aid?
the Roman Empire? Let's just try that.
At its height?
BC to AD. Jeez, that's long. Well, yeah, I suppose they're a big emperor. Okay. Well, I was just going to say that, like, the Middle Ages is like the 1100s, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that they had bridges because they had, like, moats.
Uh-huh.
And bridges, so it's even before then, right? Meaning that there's even less of an understanding of science and gravity, meaning that somebody literally thought God was holding them. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm a tad confused. Are you saying the Middle Ages come before the Romans?
Isn't that what it is? It wasn't the Middle Ages like the 1100s?
Maybe Google that.
When was the Middle Ages? 15th century, yeah, so 1400. So that is then 5th to the 15th. So kind of at the same time, though, to be fair, but probably in a different area, right?
Really, though? Oh.
Where?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. One's in Europe and one's in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
So, like, they thought Jesus was holding them.
Yeah.
And he walked across those stones. But, like, that's insane. Some guy was like, no, this'll work.
Jesus is on there.
Yeah.
He's my bro.
He's got this. All right, let's find out. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, when was the first bridge? 1779. Is this actually happening?
Really?
The picture shows the first iron bridge.
Oh, okay.
History of wooden bridges. Okay, now there's too many materials. I don't care anymore. I'm just saying, they thought that Jesus was holding them.
Perhaps if we could get a historian of bridges, because apparently, according to the internet, that's a thing.
Well, now that was like asking me about iron bridges, and
one of the questions there was, where did bridges originate?
Do you know how? Just really quickly, as a side note here, we're changing up how the episodes start, right? Every episode we talk about what expert we need to answer a question that we have, and if these experts exist. So the question is, does a bridge expert, is there somebody who wrote a paper, a dissertation solely on bridges, where they come from, how they started, and who took that first risk to walk over it?
If that is you, please email us at agri.roads@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you.
Maybe we could do some kind of collaborative work, your history mixed with our history. That'd be great.
That would be good. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to... Every episode we need an expert, and I can't ever fill those shoes. I just have like this basic knowledge, and then there's so much specific knowledge that needs to be filled in.
By an expert?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because wooden bridges, iron bridges, it didn't know what I wanted. I just wanted, like, his name was Frank.
You wanted to ask Jeeves?
Yeah, I want to ask Jeeves, who was the guy who built the first bridge and took that risk? And he was like, guys, everything's going to be fine. It probably fell. Do you know what I mean? It probably didn't work at all.
Frank drowned.
Yeah, Frank drowned in a horrible bridge accident.
I'm sure that Frank would have engineered the bridge but not crossed it.
No, but have happened before that. Right? Before, like, somebody was like, well, I'll just design it and build it.
I'll just engineer a bridge.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying there is a guy who was hunting a food and was
food.
like, I gotta get across this water,
Mhm.
but I'm too cold. I don't want to step in the water. Let me build this bridge. He was like, bridge, got it. Like, somebody invented it.
Where does the word come from?
That's a whole different conversation, I think, isn't it? Because words are like, they all have, there's word historians.
Oh, that's true. Is it a linguist? No, that's
No.
the way that words fit in a sentence.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. If we had a word historian listening to our Wii channel, that would be great. Do you know what though? In like 5 years' time, when we keep putting these out and we actually do, like, this is a video podcast, I'm imagining we become like Rooster Teeth, right? Where they have like the
I see.
video one.
This is her dreams.
And we've got like a word historian on, and we say something and he just turns to us and he's like, no.
Or we just cut away in the middle of these episodes and have, like, you know, word historian. He describes to us exactly what it is, and then he says at the end, those guys are idiots.
Yes.
Because really,
I'd be down for this too, as long as they don't want to be paid. We could pay them in exposure. I hear that
nobody pays rent in exposure.
I was just about to say that I hear that a lot of people will pay their rent in exposure.
They don't. The exposure of the genitalia, maybe, to their landlords.
I mean, this is YouTube though, this isn't Twitch, so it's okay.
Ho ho ho! Slammed, apparently. Apparently, my wife thinks cam girls on Twitch, which is probably not that far from the truth.
Yeah.
We've all seen it. We all know. But really, the question still isn't answered. Who built the first bridge? How did it happen? Who built it? Who took that
I
risk?
thought we established it was Frank.
Oh, there we go. That's the end of the episode. I mean, yes, it was Frank.
Another in-depth study on Angry Roads. Goodbye!
Goodbye.